Hello dear Aries, welcome to your February 2021 tarot reading. So I'm gonna do it very intuitively without knowing beforehand what kind of setting I will lay. I'll just decide as I go and as I feel or think or hear myself or on whatever way the messages that come out in such a reading reach me. So, yeah, let's dive right into it. You're very welcome to relax, and if you feel like falling asleep at some point, you can do that. You can always come back to the reading again. So, okay, we start off with the Devil. So, a bit of control. Maybe a Capricorn playing a role in this reading for one or the other reason. Let's see when we go. Okay, so looks like starting something with a Capricorn, or being maybe also controlling about a situation where that is about starting a new project. This is what the Page of Wands is for me. The Fool, yeah, it's a beginning energy or an energy of new beginnings. So starting something is quite good. It's my tea, Earl Grey with oat milk, which I love very much. So, starting a project. Oh yeah. So you don't want to be too fast. You kind of want the things to be. You want to remain control over these beginnings and these starts, which is very good because you don't want to rush anything, especially now that we're in 2021, where we all live in this sense or believing that a new era has begun, whether it really has begun last December or as other astrologers say, even in previous decades, but still we feel or we believe that that it happened last solstice, so we kind of moved into this new era. So you don't want to be fast on things because you need to first look for yourself, and you are actually sometimes somebody who likes to act fast. So this Knight of Wands is an energy that you know quite well, but it's connected to the Fool, so it's connected to the new beginning, but also to the unknown in that. And since we have another Page of Wands that is like very carefully looking at this new beginning, not being fast in decisions or in anything, in actions, planning, but being very analytical, observing, really paying attention. And it's bound to the control or to a Capricorn, which indicates that, you probably don't want to rush at the moment. It's a little bit too many cards here. when I shuffle, I pre-shuffle the cards always, and sometimes I turn them all back around so they're all in the upright. And then when I shuffle during a reading and too many cards fall out, I just put them back in the deck without paying attention about the direction they're in. So this is why it sometimes happens to be reversed. So I also think this is a good chance to have reverse cards when they actually reverse in the same reading as like in the same setting as the reading happens. So let's pull this one. Indecision. Between. Indecision about the procedure. You don't know. You want to go. You don't know how to proceed. You're not sure, because this is maybe something you feel more familiar with. Like, oh, I see something, I like it, I'm inspired, let's go get it. And this is something like, okay, I see something and I think that things are much more complicated, way more complicated than I think, so let's first observe it and not run for anything. And you don't know what to do in between. Feels very unfamiliar. And I guess this is a Libra, so it's the new era. This is exactly what I was talking about. So the new era starts and leaves you in this position of indecision, and also like not quite knowing, because something has changed. You just don't know what exactly. And it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, a little bit of letting go of the control over your resources. So probably being a little bit more open towards changes in that sphere. So if your material world around you might change at some point, you don't want to hold on to it. It's okay. Go with the flow. Because if you do that, things will come back your way again, easily. They will be presented to you just on their way. So do not force anything. So you might lose at some point and gain at another point. Still, it's a bit shaky. What I feel is like it's a bit shaky, up and down. As if here's an indecision, very different energies, like here, 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 opposite. There it is. That's exactly like this shaky up and down. That's the juggling. That's the wavy up and down as the ships up down there are going. This is what you might feel like this month. Yeah, interesting. Magician. Kind of, maybe because you like, usually I would read this card as an indicator for like the things, or like the universe is on your side, providing you with all the ingredients that you need for your bakery, right? For your project, for whatever you are up for. But here's some kind of indecision and juggling. You don't really know. So I feel like in that case, it's as if you have to. You don't know where to put your emphasis on, because it's all there. The only thing that's missing is water at the moment, from the elements, as I'd say. So now we have the Queen of Swords falling out on the indecision. In the reverse, so I would say avoid conflict at the moment. That's very important. You're ruled by Mars. You like conflicts. You don't see anything bad in them. As you have the capacity to lead conflicts, you also have the capacity to resolve them. So you don't see anything in that, but it doesn't mean that all the people handle conflicts like that. There might people be very scared away from the way you go into conflicts. You don't mean bad. I mean, you're ruled by Mars, but some people have like big issues or anxiety about this very like war focused energy, even though you are always for equality on both sides. So you go into conflicts, but not to let somebody down. You go into conflicts to actually resolve a situation, a problem. This is a very good thing, and I really like that about Aries. Because whenever I get into a fight with an Aries, I think, or with an Aries, I feel like this is not like whatever we are going to discuss now, and however tempered might get, tempered like in sense of temperament, like, fiery. We won't be enemies at the end. So this is something I really, really like. So this is just an exchange, and it's not a real fight. So this is what I'm getting here, obviously regarding your... Okay, I messed it up here a little bit. Obviously regarding your social life at the moment. So let's go and add some cards under this social... Let's fill this up a little bit. I feel like doing that. So don't go into conflicts at the moment, even though you mean well. And we know that, but not everybody knows this. So let's do it. Let's get another card. Boom. Look. Like this is, I feel, how conflict might feel for some people. Like they feel very, very, very exhausted at the end of it. And they're not sure how, like, all your criticism and your anti, not like your counter arguments. How did you mean it? How seriously should they take it? And yeah, so this is not what you want to do right now with people. It's also that you sometimes might feel that way because, and you don't really realize it because you're so into it. It's you are the Mars sign. But maybe so when you would like feel into yourself, you would also recognize that actually this makes you feel also very exhausted, very down, very finished, and So here we have something, I would place it here. So it's the Three of Wands, an energy of, again, wands, it's very interesting. So, yeah, that might be a good idea, about giving your plans, when we go back to the plans, a retrospective, which would mean to let some time pass, and then looking back, or looking from a little distance on it, and reevaluating them. You can also include other people in your considerations. So this is something I wanted to place here for some reason. So this is a fast movement, but it's also, it's not clear what's happening here. So I feel like it again feeds into the planning things, and that things are not decided yet, and that's okay, it will be at some point, so don't worry. And it's the wands again, so it's totally your element. So February is a month where you feel very empowered and motivated, as with whatever project you're on. You're in your element. It gives you strength. I'm sorry for slurping on my tea, but this is also something I really like to do. So there's a little bit of unfamiliarness with the situation still. So February, it's kind of like, what is going on? I don't really understand, feels strange, but you also kind of welcome it into your life. Because you understand that things are now about to change. They have changed. There's no going back to the previous. You just want to decide. You want to kind of, are not going back to the previous, but you are actually about to decide on between sticking to things you have been doing, to the ways you have been applying your strategies, or changing something about it. And it feels like the universe gives you all you need to go either the one way or the other. I feel like there is this little warning of not engaging in conflicts, and kind of thinking more about other people who are not a fire cardinal sign, who might be a little bit like lost with your or do not understand why you conflict, that they don't really get that this is actually about solutions, but for them it's like just goddamn fight, like, oh my god, feeling so done. So now I want to draw some cards from the Muse tarot deck. Oh yeah, I always forget to say what decks I use, but I think it's in the description, so I don't have many decks so far, so not much to write. Woo. Yeah, I want to keep them in the upright. I just don't know where to add them, but I will decide as I go. Let me think. Okay, I felt like going for here. So this is the Knight of Voices, in between this, hey, I mean it good, and from the others coming like, hey, you just disrupted my peace. And there's this Knight of Voices, this, kind of a little bit too, like it's running fast and with these wings above these very spiky mountaintops, above the sky. I mean, this is like very out of, it's not grounded at all. So some people, especially the air signs, as I feel, still like Libra, Gemini, who else? And Aquarius might feel a little bit overwhelmed, I'd say. Six of Materials and Queen of Emotions. So regarding the please don't conflict situation, there is this try to focus on building like something beautiful for yourself. Maybe you could profit from or benefit from actually having some flowers around yourself, if that's an option. If not, having something that smells very nice. You could do some aromatherapy things that calm you down, and I don't know, you can also fight with yourself a little bit. Look like how they are looking at each other. Like you can have your own discussions if you really need, so don't do that with others at the moment. So Queen of Emotions, like control your emotions. Be like, or not only control, but kind of how do you call that? If you keep something secure or safe, keep your emotions for yourself, with yourself. You don't have to deny them. You don't have to do anything about them. Be kind of your own, calm yourself down. Some cards for this juggling and magician situation, like maybe 1 or 2 cards. The Hierophant. Yeah, like looks like you don't. You're very self-reliant. You don't need anyone. This is something typical for you though. And then the 3 of Inspiration. So again, once starting something. So maybe there's a break in this whole project plan thing. It's okay. There's kind of, the dominoes, they're falling, and then when there's a space in between, so it can't proceed anymore. But no problem, this is just a time thing. It's a temporal thing. This will definitely end. So I'm looking forward to your March reading. Also your birthday month for some of you. Okay, I'm gonna pour an oracle card and then also let you go on this note. This is Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Too many. There you go. Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So whenever you want to exchange energy, do it for the sake of abundance and love and a gaining, but a good gaining, something you can work on, something that brings you more wealth in whatever form you want to interpret wealth. Don't trade for the sake of, like, don't trade energy for the sake of, like, I don't know, discussing something out, or like trading a problem or whatever. Yeah, and things will come your way, you know. Sometimes you can have a bad deal, kind of, or you purposefully make a bad deal because you, I don't know, first maybe you think, okay, listen, I'm gonna sell you this, although this what I'm selling you is worth more that you can give me, but I see that that you don't have that much money or something like that, or this is not what you can give at the moment, but I can give it. And you know, sometimes you just give more and then you receive it, like it comes back to you at some point again. Just you let it go and it comes back at you. This happens with the good things as well as with the bad things. So this is what I have for you, Aries, for the month of February 2021. If you're still with me, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to comment down below, please feel welcomed to do that. And yeah, I really like to grow this community and this channel, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the first comments. So have a nice time until then, and if you want to check more videos, check out more videos. You'll find them all on the channel. It is just about to start, so it's not much, but will grow. So bye bye.